Hello everybody, hey, it's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards and Other Hobbies. Thanks for joining me. Today, day 364 on my journey at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. It's the last day of the year. I started this channel, according to YouTube, September 23rd, 2023, and one more day till then. So thanks for joining me on Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Perch 0007 for commenting and subscribing, Christopher Huffer, commenting collector, Wax Nostalgic. Thank you all for commenting the last few days. We're up to 188 subscribers, so we're not going to make the 200 by the anniversary apparently. So what I'm going to do today, people, is I got a eBay. That's something really important to my collection, my PC collection. So just so you know, I'm a huge fan of old style cards, whether they're really old or new and they're just in the old style. I love tobacco minis. I PC Andre Dawson and Danica Patrick, specifically Danica Patrick from Allen and Ginter is my favorite stuff. And I like old tobacco cards. I like the 80s, 87, all that stuff. I'm a Cubs fan and all that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to recap my favorite pickups or pulls from the year. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. It'll take too long to do them all. And so this one I got a theme that has to do with my favorite kind of cards, which is Allen and Ginter. And of course they come out from Topps right now. But of course they all started here in 1887 with the Allen and Ginter tobacco cards. WM at Muldoon, that's an 1887 original, from the set of cards that had the first mass-produced 10 baseball players, and then the rest of these people, like WM Muldoon, who's a wrestler. And that's what Allen and Ginter's is all about, the world champions. Not just baseball, but other people of interest. And of course, I was always fascinated with this kind of stuff when I was a kid. And wish I could always have a tobacco card or something. So all these years later, here I am. I got my first Allen and Ginter this year, along with my first T206 and Colgan disc and those kind of things, which we'll see in the next episode. So as you can see here, we're gonna work our way to a theme that'll go along with that eBay that I picked up. So Allen and Ginter's my favorite kind of cards. So I'm going to start showing you some of the big pickups that I got from this year from Allen and Ginter. All kinds of, most of it's going to be based around my personal collection. So really quick, I picked up an Andre Dawson mini framed autograph card from 2022 because I needed one. I didn't have any of his mini framed autograph cards. I also picked up numbered to 10, number 4 of 10, a silk Andre Dawson, so that checks off two things. One, my PC Andre Dawson, I would have needed something like this. And for Allen and Ginter's, I'm trying to collect a different kind of card of all the kind of different things they do. And these silk cloth cards are one of the things they do. So checking two things off the list in one card, or silk. That's the Andre Dawson version, so that's awesome. I picked this up. I thought it was pretty cool. A 10th anniversary Andre Dawson that they gave away in the 2015 set, and 2013 was the first year Andre was in the Allen and Ginter set. So he's my favorite player from when I was little, even before he was on the Cubs. And I'm a Cubs fan who grew up in New Mexico watching them on WGN, and would race home to watch Andre bat when he finally came to the Cubs. But I just love baseball in general, and so that's pretty cool. We'll see another 10th anniversary card coming up as a hint. So then I have also picked up a full-size Andre Dawson relic because, well, they have one. So, and I didn't have a full-size relic of any Allen & Ginters until this year. So same thing, check off the list. And it's my PC guy. And since I did that, I was like, well, I need to pick up a mini framed relic of him. And that is from 2019 with the pinstripe there. Mini framed relic. And since I got the jersey card, I got the back card as well. Actually, I got the back card first. It took me a long time to find that jersey. So there's the Andre Dawson mini framed back card. To get off of Andre for a second, some of the other cool stuff I picked up. I bought this off eBay after seeing this in the 2023 Allen & Ginter set, which just epic set. I always wanted to pull something big like this. So I ordered this, and I believe the violin off the eBay. And that's super cool, numbered to 200. But then in one of the hobby boxes, I actually pulled my own Music to Your Ears card, which I don't know where it's at right now, but I did get one of those. I also picked up my boy George Herbert. Well, it's George Herbert Walker Bush, Rob. It's a good thing you picked up one of my political pin cards. So these were super short prints in 2020, like super short prints. Very hard to get, like one in 30,000 packs or something. And they're pretty expensive on eBay. And hand numbered to 24. I picked up one of one of my guys that I like, so there we go. I also picked up complete, well, mostly the mini cards from the National 10 card set, which comes with some of these cards from the National, the Yankee Stadium Tribute. So I got that, and in a wrapper. I also picked up one of the code breaker cards. So if somebody over the years, when they had that crack the code in Allen & Ginter, they would put out clues, and if you solved the clue first and reported it to Tops, you won an entire set of autograph cards, the entire autograph collection from Allen & Ginter from that season. And they're all one-on-ones, as you can see there. And somebody decided to break apart their complete set, whoever won it, and I picked up the Noah Syndergaard card on a code breaker. So that's a super duper card. This I pulled myself this year, a 101 wood card. Oh no, actually I ordered this one off of eBay, Justin Turner. This one I pulled out of Allen & Ginter X, the Verdugo 3 of 5 hand numbered red. Allen & Ginter X. I ordered from eBay a mini 101 glossy. I needed that to check off my list. Greg Maddux printing plate, but I had a printing plate before that. I pulled this out of one of the 2023 Allen & Ginter's boxes I opened. A Gorman rookie card rip card. So that's pretty cool. And I pulled this out of a pack that I bought this year of a 2017 a Brooklyn back, Gary Carter. So that's pretty cool. Alright, just a second here. And so I wanted to show some stuff that I actually pulled myself too, like the Cole, Garrett Cole, Relic, Luis Robert. Alright, so pick these up. Pick that up off eBay, an OBAC National card, a mini. So there are minis like these. Matt Ryan there. Got that off at the San Jose Card Show this year. Alright, back to Andre Dawson. I picked this up off of eBay, a double rip card with Andre from 2023. He's with Cody Bellinger. And that is 3 of 24. These I picked up off of eBay immediately after Allen & Ginter came out. The red mini short print Andre Dawson, hand number 2 of 5. Allen & Ginter X. Number 4 of 5. Allen & Ginter X. And the 5 of 5. Allen & Ginter X. Keep my eyes out for the others. And then off eBay I pulled the Allen & Ginter X 101 silver. So you can see that little group that I have run there. Then I also bought off of eBay my first Andre Dawson Wood 101, and that comes exclusively from a rip card. Somebody was selling that. As you can see, 370, the low number. And then I also bought one of the stained glass from 2023. Same thing, only available on a rip card. I'm not sure what the limited number are to those. Now to get off Andre for another minute, one of the things I really tried to find was one of these, and it took about 7 months once I started this channel, and that was the Allen & Ginter micro card. So in 2015, in one of those double rip cards, is that 2015, 2014, in one of the double rip cards, you could pull a mini tobacco card, and that would be a rip card out of a double rip card, and inside those mini rip cards were the micro Allen & Ginter cards, and these are 101s, and I was able to pick that up this year. So just to give you an idea compared to a tobacco mini. I also have that super huge Andre Dawson 5x7 online exclusive card, but I don't have it out right now. Alright, I pulled this myself, so I figured I should show something that I pulled myself. A Will Smith autograph out of Allen & Ginter X. And that's pretty cool. I also got like Moises Alou, some other people. And then one of the big things I picked up, especially right after Ryan Sandberg had announced that he got prostate cancer, was to pick up this Allen & Ginter book card of Ryan Sandberg and Andre Dawson with the relic and autographs, and that's 8 of 10. And the reason that was super cool is because Andre Dawson wore number 8 in Chicago, and I believe maybe in Florida, and number 10 with the Expos and the Red Sox. Anyways, Andre Dawson's jersey number through his career was always number 8 or number 10. So that was just a lucky coincidence. And I got that back in February because I put that in somehow or another in every episode after that during February as a challenge from Cardboard Nerd. So thanks, Cardboard Nerd. And I think he, shout out to him, had just did a short. He did a short video on his channel about my channel. So it was all about trying to send people my way who would like this kind of stuff. So yeah, people, if you know anyone who likes these kind of things, send them my way, because you know, I get a little discouraged. Couldn't reach 200 subs by the end of the year, but then I start to think, well, why did you do this channel? It's because I like these kind of cards along with this kind of stuff and the oddball stuff. Like, you know, I love oddball, which I know some people don't like, but like the MSA discs, you know, these cookie cards and the Tasty Freeze cards and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's my favorite, kind of my favorite card. One of my favorite card companies is MSA there, Michael Schechner and Associates, because I like food issue and product issue cards. And I wasn't seeing a lot of this kind of stuff. Allen & Ginter, Gypsy Queen, Goodwin Champions. I was mostly seeing vintage cards, 50s and 60s stuff, or pre-war, which I really like, and I like all that stuff. but that's all the videos I was basically seeing, or people ripping newer stuff, but more chrome and flagship kind of stuff. So that's why I did this channel. And then I got to realize, well, the reason I wasn't seeing it was because other people who like this stuff either aren't doing videos, or the ones who are looking for it haven't found me yet. And I'm trying to fill in that niche that's kind of empty out there. And not to mention the people who are on YouTube right now doing the vintage and the graded and all that stuff aren't really into this kind of stuff. So I don't know what to expect, or I shouldn't expect that those guys are going to like this kind of stuff. So I just got to keep plugging away until the people who also appreciate this stuff find my channel, reach out, and they do the similar stuff, and I can watch them. But I can't get discouraged that people who aren't into this stuff aren't into this stuff. That's just the way it is. And I wasn't into the stuff they were doing as much as I'm into this, so that's why I started it up, folks. One of the reasons. Alright, so all that led up to well, let me show this first. So this is a clearly authentic Casey Mize rookie card autograph, numbered to 99 there, 79 and 99, and that came out, it looks like 2022 maybe, 2021. Let me get my thing out here. Oop, lost my light, dagnabbit. $2021, and on the clearly authentic cards that they were doing, they had a special insert of Allen Ginter style of the 2006, which is the first set of Allen from Topps, Allen Ginter, which of course is a tribute to the original 1887s. So in 2006, Topps came out with Allen Ginter, which was the set of the year by Beckett. And so in 2021 they did these because, as you know, in the more recent years they have an insert set of the rookie design variants of rookies from that season that are in the 2006 style minis, and so they did that in the full-size clearly authentic card. So what I'm getting at here, people, is that leads into 2006 Allen Ginter, which is my favorite set. And so what we want to show you, I'm just showing you stuff I got from this year. So recently I just picked up the hobby box. So let's make an adjustment here. Hey, and look, and she's on TV right there. So that's my other PC person, people, is Danica Patrick. So I did just pick up this empty hobby box because it's my favorite set of cards from Topps, along with like 1987. I already had the blaster over there, so I picked up this because I collect basically anything that has to do with this 2006 Allen Ginter stuff. So that leads me into Allen Ginter from Topps, the 2006 stuff. And before they put it out, they sent out some promo stuff. They did some promo stuff, like this original rip card, Alex Rodriquez, that came with the Mickey Mantle card on the inside. So there's an unripped, a partially ripped version of that they sent out to hobby shops to show people what a rip card was, that came with the Mickey Mantle card inside. So I picked all those up early on the station here on Old Style Classics. So they all came with that PP2 Mickey Mantle, and they all Alex Rodriquez was PP1. So I fell in love with that set when I first saw it, like I originally talked about in multiple videos. And my one of the reasons I really liked that set was because, of course, I like Danica Patrick. And as I've talked about before, I had this mini, her full size, and the sell sheet, and I always knew about her autograph. And her autograph card was always my White Whale Grail card that I was chasing for like 18 years. And I was never able to pull. I wanted to pull it myself, people, but you can't find that old Allen Ginter anymore. So I bought this a couple months into my channel, and that's the 10th anniversary Danica Patrick autograph, 6 of 10 on the 2013 style. So they printed in 2015 10 of each of their first 10 years of Topps Allen Ginter cards. So the 10 of the 2006, 10 of the 2007, so on up to 2015, and have her sign another 100 cards. So I picked this up as a placeholder because her original mini framed autograph card from 2006 is super expensive. She also has a 101 postcard. So she's got 201 autographs out there for Allen & Ginter on Topps. So I picked this one up, and that is also on the 2013, just like the Andre Dawson I had. Well, needless to say, a couple months after that, somebody was selling one and put it on eBay, and I had to pick it up. So people, I finally got my Grail card, my White Whale, Danica Patrick. Go right over there. And I picked that up this year. It was a pretty penny, but I got it on an auction off eBay, so it wasn't as much as they were going for. And so now I have 2 of her 201 autographs from Allen & Ginter, and that was the card I've been chasing my basically 20 years of my adulthood, you know, since I first saw this set of cards and saw that sell sheet and knew about this card. It's been the one I wanted forever. Now I want to get her to sign like that box and that sell sheet that I have. But there it is, people. That's my Danica. This year I also picked up from eBay one of the black border versions, and I also just picked up one of the no number versions, which is this one here. And I got this from Ginter Gold, the guy who's a super collector of 2006 Allen & Ginter, who's 8 cards away from putting together the master set. And so I picked this one up, and the no numbers were a little different back then. They didn't have the ANG back with the no number like they do now, but that's missing the number. So now I got the big card, the mini, the black border, the no number. I need to get an ANG back, the Brooklyn back, which he's selling, but for way too much for me. And then anything else like a printing plate and all that. Alright folks, so all that leads up to this. So much like this stuff here, which is a promo that they sent out to tell people what Allen & Ginter was all about. And then I also have that Nolan Ryan card from one of the card shows that they gave out at one of the conventions. Well, before that, the very first Allen & Ginter cards is something that I just picked up from eBay from Ohio. So let me pause you while I open this. Alright people, so from eBay, I picked this up. So let me get this open now. Dagnabbit, people, almost killed myself with that X-Acto knife again. Lid just popped right off. Alright folks, so let me move these out. These were given out before the original Allen & Ginters went up for sale. So, but prior to these, even prior to that, and it even says so on the internet, or I think Baseball Cardpedia, that the very first Topps Allen & Ginter cards were these. Came in this top loader. And that, my friends, is also going to be Alex Rodriquez, because obviously he was a big deal back at that point in time. And folks, the very first Topps Allen & Ginter cards that they did were these that came out, which obviously they printed it before this, but were handed out in February and March 2006. The world champions, New York Yankees, number 2 from the set that they gave away. So number 2, Alex Rodriquez at the Hawaii Trade Conference. And then so the Nolan Ryan card I have is from the National, which was later. So these were the first Allen & Ginter cards that came out. I believe it was a 10-card set given out at the National. I believe it's mostly baseball players. A few maybe like surfers or something from Hawaii, and maybe Topps employee or something like that, the person who kind of came up with the design or idea or something like that. But please go to Baseball Cardpedia, look up to 2006 Allen & Ginter, and let's see if we can get this to focus, folks. There we go. So 2006 Topps Company, Topps and Topps Allen & Ginter are trademarks of Topps, blah blah blah, the licensing and all that. And like I said, so now check off my list. I now have an official first release of an Allen & Ginter card, even before the rip card that went out. And as you can see, it's a little glossier than your normal Allen & Ginter. Well, it's a little different, people. It's a little bit thinner stock than your average Allen & Ginter that you get now. It's a little different color and obviously different style back. But there you go, people. So they had come up with the design, the idea, and it's basically pretty darn close to what they ended up with for the 2006. So you can see the white's a little bit different. Maybe the font, the color on the Allen & Ginter there is slightly different, like on the spelling. The Brooklyn, New York's a little bigger on this. So, they're just, it's like beta testing or something like that. It's the first ones that were introduced. So maybe a better card to look at would be one of the minis. Alright, so we'll pull out the black border. The no number. So since it'll have not the black border to distract. So as you can see, just slightly different, maybe in the font and the coloring, but the basic idea is down for what Allen & Ginter's is going to do. And so you can see that. And just for a quick example, just by chance, I have that O back there with the Noah Syndergaard there. I believe that's who that is. But nevertheless, this was given out at the National in 2009, and this was a pre-production version of the O back, and they ended up not using this design except on the box loaders. So something similar to that. So there it is, an official, original Allen & Ginter, pre-Allen & Ginter, pre being able to purchase that stuff. So hang on just one more minute, people. Alright, folks, thank you. So there you go. An original from the trade conference, so the Hawaii Trade Conference, and then here's the Nolan Ryan that was given out at the National. So as you can see there, NCC 6. So that happened later, but there was 2 sets of cards that were given out at the National, and definitely way different in thickness. These normal Allen Ginters are about twice as thick, so that's a little surprising. But so once again, there's really cool. So now from the original set, I can check off the fact that I have an original Allen Ginter pre-production, an Allen Ginter national card, my White Whale, Danica Patrick autograph. Of course, there's a tribute card to the original 1887 Allen Ginter. So this card is part of that set in the mini card, just like that, of Cap Anson's, probably the best baseball player you can get from the original Allen Ginter. But there's a tribute card to him with even the same back, so you can take a look at the checklist from the original cards. And this is a 2006. And then of course there's a mini tribute. They also had the minis, so that's what one of the minis would have looked like from the original Allen Ginter 2006 Montgomery Ward. And then just a few other cool things. Like I said, they also did stuff like wrestling. WWE Heritage had insert sets and tins that came with Allen Ginter cards from way back then. So these are a couple of my other things that I picked up this year that I was really happy about. You know, of course, and they've done these cards in chrome and the X like you've seen. So here's a chrome, The Undertaker 2008. So these were the first Allen Ginters that were ever in chrome, with the old school A&G back. And then 2021 had an insert set as well in WWE Heritage, and 30 card set that you can only get from Heritage. So that was another check off my list, was these kind of cards of Allen Ginter that you can get, but only in other sets of cards that weren't Allen Ginter, like the UFC from 2024. The chrome has those. And then of course, got to show you a mini if I'm going to show you the wrestlers. So there's a Hulk Hogan from 2006, which was another big chase card. So there you go, folks. Just some epic stuff for me. Allen Ginter. Some of my favorite pickups from the year, from my favorite set. And what started here led tops to this, which led tops to this, this, all this, that, and just all this different stuff that they've done through the years, people. You know, just some crazy stuff, but some awesome stuff that Allen Ginter's does. You know, these micro cards, you know, stained glass cards, wood cards, but needless to say, my favorite card of the year is this. So if it weren't for this stuff, this would have never came out, and this has been my dream card. And there it is, folks. So I've had a good first year doing this stuff, a lot of fun. I still have more of this stuff to show you, and I just wanted to end the year off with some of my favorite stuff, and specifically to Allen Ginter, Danica Patrick, Andre Dawson. So my 2 PCs right here, along with Allen Ginter in general. So I've had a pretty epic year in pickups, people. So thanks for joining me, and I'll probably do another video of some of my other favorite stuff that's not Allen Ginter for the year. All right, we'll probably end up skipping Minor League Monday as a episode all on its own. All right, and maybe I'll show one or two, but I'll probably start the year off with something some of them other people might like. We'll see. All right, thanks, people. Bye.